feels like it has been a while. Today is episode number 53 and it is September 9th, Friday. Of course I was here 2 weeks ago, but last episode was mainly about the knitting festival I went to at Fiberfolk in Roskilde, so it's actually been a while, I feel, since I did like a regular, old school, old-fashioned podcast, and I've been looking forward to that because I finally have finished objects to share, and I'm very excited. And I also got a haircut for the first time since November last year, so very happy to get that very long hair cut off. It makes me feel so much better, and my roots are done, so I feel almost like a brand new person. But anyway, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Camilla and I am a Danish knitwear designer and yarn dyer. And I live here in Denmark with my family, and I used to work as a teacher, but this year I am taking a year off just to focus on the business, so we will see where that takes us. But I have like tons of stuff here to share with you. Some of the things I want to share the most, I can't because I'm dyeing all the advent calendars, just making sure I don't have anyone. Okay, nothing is visible. And I'm so excited and desperate to share that with you, but we'll have to wait until Vlogmas. But what I can share is that I finally finished the True Blue sweater. The sleeves are done, and this is what the girl wanted. They wanted oversized sleeves without any balloon effect, just oversized. And I did an Italian bind off on both the body and the neckline and the sleeves, and it's actually the first time I have used the Italian bind off in any of my patterns. To be honest, in the beginning I was a little, what is the fuss about? It's a little bit more, it's way more complicated. It's not difficult, it just takes a little longer. It's like doing kitchener stitch. And so it's not hard. And I think actually I kind of went, after I did it a few times and just kind of got the rhythm of it, I kind of enjoyed it. So I just need to write the pattern. And yeah, that might take a little while because I'm just so busy with the advents and the October boxes that I will talk about later. So I have managed to make sure that my plate is full all the time. I thought that being able to work with CamijoKnit all the time and not having to go to the school to teach would give me extra time to kind of just take a breath between jobs. But it's just kind of, I keep thinking of great things that I could do. So I'm just a happy working bunny. But it's good. It's good. All good. But this I started this this summer when we were on vacation, and sorry. And it's knit up in my Camijo sock, one strand of Camijo sock yarn and one strand of silk mohair in the colorway True Blue. And it's not, I think I have a few skeins online, but once the pattern is done I will make sure to dye plenty of this color because I think this color will be, there's a hair. I think this color will be very popular. I can tell that I'm not the only one who has worked in this color. I see it on Instagram a lot. So I guess, well, that's because the girls picked out the color, and I'm just guessing that they know exactly what colors are hot at the moment. So it's worked top down. You cast down stitches for the neck, you knit that, you pick up stitches for the front, and once you get to here you knit in the round, and then you pick up stitches for the sleeve. So it's really a very nice, simple sweater to knit with a very nice result. I think I like this, the line you get here when you pick up stitches like this for the sleeve. So I'm very pleased, and the girls are equally pleased, and that is the best compliment. So they're kind of fighting on who gets to wear the sweater. Right now Esther's on the boarding school, so Nomi has it, and I told Esther she couldn't take it with her until I'm 100% done with the pattern. So once I'm done with that, she can take it to the school and enjoy the heck out of this sweater. And next thing that I finished, oh yeah, and I will be calling for testers for this one, and I will make an announcement on Instagram when I'm ready. So if you don't write me yet because I might just miss your email, and I really don't want to hurt anyone's feelings by not answering or forgetting something in the mailbox pile. So if you are interested in testing this True Blue sweater, just keep an eye out on Instagram. I think it's actually possible to turn on notifications for certain people if you want to make sure you don't miss anything. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I think that is actually possible. Here in Denmark today it is windy, chilly, and it has been raining a little bit, so fall has definitely arrived, and that kind of, it just brings this, I don't know, it's just so comfy when the weather twists. We have an exchange student here living with us from Brazil, and she does not agree. She thinks it's a little hard when the weather is like this, but I told her, wait and see. Once we get snow, you will love it. Okay, next finished object is just a totally plain, no, I was gonna say no rules here. It's just an plain sock. It's my sugar sock pattern that I have. I don't think I have that. I don't remember if I ever translated that into English, but it's just a cuff down afterthought heel, and I think there are plenty of free patterns out there doing this exact same thing. And this is for Esther's friend Andrea, and she's also at her boarding school, and she chose this colorway herself. It's called Paper Planes. It's been on my needles for way longer than usual. I don't know, I think I've just been too busy, so yeah, it just took me a little while, but they're finally done, and I can think I'll just mail these to her so she can wear them on the school. Now that it gets a little bit colder, I think it'll be nice for her to have some home knitted socks. Yeah, so Paper Planes. I think I have one skein left. I will dye more if you want, but this is it. And then I have one more finished object, but I did not knit this one myself. I have some very friendly people where I live that some of them have offered me to help knit some of my patterns. Now that I have started dyeing my own yarn, I really want to have as many as my patterns knit up in my own yarn. Of course, that makes sense, but I don't have time for all that. Don't have time for both designing, knitting new designs and dyeing yarn, and also just knitting old pattern in new yarn. So Lene, who's a very talented knitter and lives here in my neighborhood, offered to help me out before I went to Fiberfolk, and she knit this baby bubble cardi for me. She was so sweet to even sew in all the buttons and wash and block and everything for me. So when she came, it was just this adorable. And let me just show you the yarn. So it's knit up in my newer colorway Coquinas. I don't remember if I shared this before, this color. It's soft pastel colors with some warm specks. Yes, I have talked about this before because I remember I told you to Google search, picture search the name, so you could get an idea of why the yarn has the name that it does. But I just wanted to share this teeny tiny cardi because I just think it is so adorable and so cute. And it's just fun to see the yarn knit up, and I love that it's just subtle and you can see the specks, but there's no pooling or anything like this. I try with my yarns to kind of spread the colors as much as possible, so we don't have big areas of color. So I try to spread it out as much as possible when I dye the yarn. And yeah, I have dyed the Coquina's colorway on, I think, all my bases. It's in my single glitter, it is in my gold sock base, it's in my DK weight base, it's in my mega mohair, and it's also on my silk mohair. But I only have one left in the silk mohair because someone bought the others, but I will be dyeing more silk mohair. Very soon I will be doing a shop update, and I will be dyeing some more yarn from my shop. But I'm just right now just dyeing the Advents, and that's taking a very long time. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun every morning when I go. Actually, when I go to bed every night, I'm so excited to fall asleep and get up and do it again, because dyeing these Advents are just so much fun, and I can't wait to do Vlogmas, and I can't wait to share it with you. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. This was the last finished object that I'm going to share today. I want to say that I have made some bubble wrap cowl, is what I call them. It's really good that I can remember the names of my own patterns. The bubble wrap cowl, I have made a few kits. A purple version, where it goes from soft pink to purple to almost blue, and then this one, which is a little bit more different colors, but yeah. And everything you need is in here. So the 7 mini skeins and the silk mohair that you need to do the bubble wrap cowl, and this is the bubble wrap cowl. I have had someone ask me that, because on the picture that I shared on Instagram the other day, it looks like this is half size, but it's just because when I wear it, I twist it, and then I like to place it so that it looks like it's only one, like this. And this is made from last year's advent calendar from Pure Loco. So, and of course that yarn is not available anymore because that was a one-time thing. And the other one I made is made from minis from a homespun house. And of course you can't get that either. So don't be afraid that you can get the exact colors that I'm wearing, because you just take 7 minis, the colors that you like, and maybe even put in a bit of pop here and there. Like Stephen West says, a pop of color. And anything will go together, because once you add that white mohair on top, it kind of evens everything out. So these colors were not, this is a turquoise and green and pink and purple and orange and gray. It's not that they were particularly good friends before I turned them into a friendly bubble wrap cowl. So either get a kit, go through your stash, see what you have, or just buy a few minis that you think could be fun for the bubble wrap cowl. And also, if you have leftover mohair, use some of that, and maybe just buy whatever you need. You don't have to buy everything new when you do stuff like this. I would love to do one more in some of my scraps. It's always fun to use those. And the pattern, of course, I will link down below for the bubble wrap cowl, and also for Vlogmas. If you have ordered my advent calendar, of course you can do one. I haven't decided exactly yet what we're going to do for the knit along this year. The first year I did Calmas, I think I call them Calmas hat and mittens. And last year we did this bubble wrap cowl. And this year I am indecisive. I haven't really decided yet on what to do, and of course it will be a surprise. And in the first episode, I usually do a Vlogmas episode before December 1st, or actually that will air December 1st, so that you will know exactly what you need, because last year we needed more hair as well. So if there will be any extra things you'll need, I will be sure to announce that before you open your first Advent game. Yes, I think that was it for the bubble wrap. I talked about the bubble wrap last episode. I just didn't show the bubble wrap cowl, so I will just do that now. I had a bunch of ladies from work visiting yesterday. All the knitting. When I started at the school, I think there was like maybe one of them were knitting, and now after I have been there for 10 years, I think we're at 10 or 15 years now. It's not my fault, but I think once one person is knitting, it's kind of contagious, and we start a little knitting wave. Sometimes my boss would pass some of these knitting women at when we had a break, and she'd go, "Is this your fault, Camilla?" I'm like, no, not me. I didn't do this. Not my fault. But anyway, they were here. They came around 4 yesterday, and they stayed all day, and they stayed for dinner, and it was just so lovely to see them, and also just so nice to be knitting with friends. It has been a while since well, actually I have a thing at my church that I I make sure that the women in my local area here can go to the church and knit once a month, and we meet and we talk and we have coffee and we knit. So that is priceless. It's always good together. All the women in the community, I really like that. Well, anyway, I have a few things on my needles, and I have shared this before, but I did progress this time. So let me show you my upcoming shawl. I do not have a name for it yet. I think I have talked about it before to call it the Sand Viper shawl, but I am not sure. But this is my progress, and it might be hard to see the color. I will show you the yarn in a little bit, but it is fingering weight and mohair, and I'm changing between the two to make this very soft, delicate, elegant look. And a friend said to me the other day, "Are you going to turn that into a sweater? Because that would be very cute." So I'm thinking about that. Or a sweater, or a hat, or whatever, who knows. But I'm really liking this. And it is in one strand of Sand Viper and Spice. This is the single glitter base. And it's not available online because it's sold out. It will be back. And the silk mohair is the Sand Viper silk mohair. So it's Sand Viper with Sand Viper and Spice. The fun thing is when I pick out colors for this that I go, it was so hard to pick the color combo for this because there were so many options. So I know that once I finish this, I might just be starting another one. I am thinking about tassels for this, maybe all the way around the edge, but we will see how far I get. But this is lovely TV knitting. It's just stockinette and garter here and there, so it's fast, and I'm really enjoying this. And then I have still, this is actually a little bit embarrassing, I still have my summer sock from my summer sock box. I still have that sock on my needle. I finished the first one, and I think mine turned out pretty good. I have talked about it before that I kind of like how it stripes, and I'm working on the second one. And yeah, I just actually, I think I'm about where the heel, the afterthought heel, and then I just have to finish the foot. And so I'm very close on this. I'll bring this with me to Fenøy, I think. Yes, I'm going to Fenøy. So next week, today it is Friday, yeah. So on Thursday, I will be leaving for Fanø with my 2 knitting friends here from my town. And yeah, we're leaving Thursday around noon. And we'll be at the Fanø Knitting Festival until Sunday. And I'm not going to be a vendor. I'm just going to enjoy myself and knit and have time and look at all the other vendors and enjoy myself and have gin and tonics and a fire in the fireplace and coffee really early in the morning and enjoy my friends and have time to just sit and knit for almost 4 days. I can't wait. It's going to be so lovely. I really can't wait. I'm so excited. We're always like childishly excited when we go to Fanø every year. So I can't wait. But I'm a little bit in I am in a bit of a pickle. I think that's what you say. What to bring? Because I have, of course, the shawl and I have this sock, but that's not enough. 2 projects is not enough. So I was actually wondering if I should bring my... Where did I put that? I'm working on the Melancholy sweater, which is a sweater I think I published last year. It's a rib turtleneck sweater. And the one I have, it's a prototype and it's a very pink, color from Melancholy. I really love the color, but it's just, because it's a prototype, my turtleneck is not as long as I ended in the pattern, in the final pattern. So I'm knitting a new one, but I am a little worried where I put it. I have it right here. This is the Melancholy sweater. I put Ina on the front because she looks better than I do. But I think I have my somewhere in here. Yeah, and I have changed the length of the turtleneck since I took the picture. So that has been adjusted in the pattern. And it's not that I don't like this color. I do. I just want another one. I just wanted one in blue. And this is yarn from Melancholy. And this is silk mohair from... I always forget that name. Brushed alpaca silk from Mohair by Canard, which is a Danish brand and one of my favorite mohairs, silk mohairs, because it's so soft. And I am still doing increases. Yes, I have learned. I'm still working on increases. So, but the turtleneck is longer and I'm really liking that. And I'm in love with this color, which is I think it's very beautiful. I have also made a blue, I have a blue with glitter as well. Almost the same blue as the one from Melancholy. This is a little bit more black. I think this is a little bit more blue. And of course, if I had to do the sweater now, I would of course chosen my own yarn. But I'm not going to start over. I'm going to continue because I love this colorway. And I have always been a fan of Melancholy, and I will not stop being a fan of Melancholy just because I dye my own yarn. So maybe I should bring this and get this sweater done because I know I will love this all winter. So I'm thinking that's a very good idea. So I think I'll do that. I will bring my Melancholy sweater, I will bring my shawl and my socks and maybe just some yarn, because you never know. I might get an idea and work on something else. Last time I checked, I was the only person in this company. And yet, then again, I have 2 teenage daughters, and sometimes also a husband with opinions. But especially my youngest, Esther, is really interested in designing. And she's pretty good at it. She has some good ideas, or at least she knows exactly what she wants and what her generation wants. And she sends me ideas. Mom, we should do a sweater like this. And we have Esther have an idea for a sweater in my DK weight yarn held together with a strand of my mega mohair. And that was very nice. So we're going to be working on that once she is home. She is not home a lot. She can go home on the weekends if she likes to, but she was home last weekend, and I think actually she'll be home this coming weekend, but I will not be home because I'm at Fanø. And this weekend she'll go with one of her friends to visit her home, and yeah, she's just enjoying herself, and that is lovely, but I do miss her quite a bit. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Anything else? Let me just check my list, because I did make notes, so I was sure that I would talk about everything. Yeah, so I have just made pre-orders available for the October sock box. I have decided not to do a Halloween theme this year, but just to do a fall theme. So I think it's lovely to have different themes for the fall, so it's not all about Halloween. I do love Halloween, but more of a fall kind of theme. So it's nothing crazy colored. It's not neon green or scary bright purple. It's not that. It's more subtle and warm. And the yarn I have dyed so far for the fall box makes me happy. So I think I'm going to keep one for me as well. There's not that many available online. I have made a limited edition because I really didn't plan on doing anything for the fall, and then yet at the same time I really wanted to. So if you want one of those boxes, go check them out. I have them in 3 different bases, and yeah, I'm excited about that. I am also working on small surprises to put in those boxes, but I can't reveal anything because I don't know if the delivery will be here on time, so we'll see about that. And also, yes, I'm dyeing the Advents. I have had so many people, that's a lie, but I have had people email me, contact me about the Advents, because pre-orders stopped on August 1st, and I am dyeing extras. So once I have packed the ones that are already ordered and make sure that everything's okay, I will make sure I have enough skeins, because sometimes I miscalculate. So even though I am almost certain that I am dyeing the right amount of minis, there can also always be a miscalculation. So, okay, I'm sorry, Teddy. Am I talking too loud for your nap? He's napping right here on the floor. Am I talking too loud? I'm sorry. Anyway, so once I get everything ordered and packed, there will be extras. Not many, a few, but I will announce on Instagram as soon as I know how many, and I will be posting them on, I'll put them online for sale. And I am planning on getting the Advents done by the end of September, so that I can, in the first few days in October, pack everything, because I have orders going to Australia and the States, and I really want to get those out of the way. So I will be packing and shipping all the overseas Advents first, so to make sure that everyone gets their Advent before December 1st. That's the best. And then for the Danish, I will wait a little bit, or I will not be in a rush about those, because that'll usually be day-to-day shipping here. So, but I will ship them, so you will get them maybe in the end of October, beginning of November. So don't sneak peek, and do not share anything on Instagram. So once we get going with the Advents, don't spoil. Be good. So it will be so that I record December 1st, and I will open the mini skein for December 1st, and I will make sure that that episode will be available in the morning of December 2nd. So what I'm showing on YouTube will always be a day late. So yeah, well, I cannot tell you not to share on the day you open the mini skeins. You can do exactly what you want to. But don't open the mini skeins before and show anything online. That would just be so sad. Anything else? Yeah, I have ordered some yarn. Because when you do the Giselle shawl, this is the Giselle shawl, and this is the first one I did, and the black or gray yarn is Fino from Madeline from Manos del Uruguay. And if you want to have the exact same, you just buy the Fino and you buy the silk mohair. This one is lace from Lang Yarns. But of course I want to be able to dye Giselle shawl versions to sell in my shop. That's obvious, and it's funny to do new color combos. But the problem is that this yarn has a longer yardage, so 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn is not enough. So you'd have to buy 3 and then have tons of yarn left over. And I thought that's just not good for people's money. Sure, I would like to sell you more yarn, but I don't want you to spend more money than it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to buy 3 skeins when you don't need 3 skeins. So I bought yarn with the same yardage. This one, I think this is merino and silk, and what I bought is merino and silk and a little bit of baby alpaca. So I think it's 60%. I know it's 60% merino, 20% baby alpaca, and 20% silk. It is 1 ply and it's beautiful. So I can't wait to dye that up, because it's 115 gram skeins. 2 skeins will be enough. Perfect. So I will make kits with 2 skeins of this new yarn and 2 skeins of silk mohair, and you'll have enough for the Giselle shawl. And I can't wait. I can't wait to make my own color combos for this shawl. And I think if I get to dye some of that yarn before Fenø, I probably won't. I could bring that and start the Giselle shawl. But we will see. I'm just very excited to dye my own versions and do it in yarn that makes sense for you guys to get afterwards. Because of course I could just pick out 3 skeins of this single ply. That would be perfect for the shawl. But then I just don't like that you have too much yarn left over, and it makes it too expensive. So this is better. Now I can check all the things I had on my list for today. Yeah, we're done. And that's good, because now I can go and take out I just dyed. I cannot tell you what I dyed. It's one of the days in the Advent that I dyed, and it's cooling down. So I can go and get that fixed and get ready, because I'm going to a birthday party today. Very exciting. So I will be wrapping this up and getting ready, and go buy a Christmas present for a lovely teenager we have in our life, in our friend group. She is the daughter of one of my very good friends. So I can't wait to go celebrate her 19th birthday today, young lady. And I think that is it for the headquarters. I hope you're all doing fabulous. And of course I will bring my camera to Fenø, so I will be doing a vlog from Fenø Knitting Festival. And I will post that sometime, I don't know, whenever it's done and ready. And I will see you back here for another regular podcast episode in 2 weeks from now. Before then, of course, the vlogmas from Fenø. So have a lovely and nice weekend wherever you are, and take care. And thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you like, and a comment down below is always nice. So tell me what you're up to. Are you going to Fanny? Or if you have good ideas for color combos for the Giselle shawl, so that I don't only make brown and rose and nude color versions. So if you're really into blues and green, let me know what kind of color combos you would like for the Giselle shawl. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.